What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kinda Funny Gamescast for Friday, October 18th, 2024. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside Forbes 30 Under 30, a.k.a. the second best baby blues in San Francisco, a.k.a. the married one, at Tim Geddes.
I'm just such a cool guy that makes great decisions in my life.
Yeah.
Tastemaker Roger Picorni, would you like to bring the case to the jury?
I mean, I just looked over at his black iced coffee and I was like, that's pretty light. Like, is it like watered down or something?
Iced tea or what's going on?
And then what'd you tell me?
I drank half of it, and then I filled the rest with water.
That's
What the
that's got to be the weirdest.
What the fuck are we
Guys,
doing?
I've done this every day.
We know. I know.
A million years. Every day. If you watch Games Daily that I'm on, you'll see a very black iced coffee.
Yeah.
And then you watch Gamescast, you'll see a light brown
You got
iced
a little
coffee.
That is
raspberry iced tea.
And then by the end of the day, you get water. Like,
And that's it. Yeah, eventually.
just keep on going.
Yeah.
And that's how you get your daily water intake.
I mean,
Okay.
like, what's so weird about it? Like, it's because
Who wants watered down coffee?
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, there's ice in it. The ice goes turns into water.
Yeah, but it's not that much water.
I'm
And it-
telling you, like, if you just taste this, it tastes very similar to the to the iced coffee.
I was getting a lot of flack from all angles.
Of course,
where
that's the Hispanic heartthrob, Texas Street, Latino heat, clicking heads, ripping to shreds, globe trotting, headshotting, 3-point shooting, rootin' tootin', nitro rifle from Twitch.tv, Andy Cortez.
I'll drink maybe a fifth of my Diet Mountain Dew, and then I'll put real Mountain Dew in it to get that sugar rush.
Yeah.
You know, and I got a lot of a lot of people also call me innovators, by the way. So like
Of course,
a lot, you
yeah.
know.
I haven't seen a single person.
I
It's
think
a split vote
I think
right
when
there.
you're polarizing, you know, you sort of engage all sorts of different aspects of the audience. But Tim, that's so weird to me.
The thing is because you already have an iced coffee, right? Like
Yeah.
you ordered iced, right? So then it's getting watered down like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you drink half of it, which is already a watered down drink. And then you put more water on it. So it's like 75%
I mean,
water.
I'm
So
not
here's
telling you,
my-
I'm drinking it. It tastes like iced coffee.
Jesus.
It tastes like slightly watered
You know
down
what?
iced
I'm
coffee,
ki-
even though it's half water.
Shoot, I'm kind
So
of
my
with
real-
you.
do-
Kind of with you now.
Do you enjoy it more when it's pure? Like when it's like straight from the source, or do you like it more in the afternoon? when
No,
it's
I mean,
less?
I do not enjoy it more now than I
Okay.
did in the morning.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, the delta at which we are talking about, it's not that
Good word, good
big.
name.
It's not that
It's a
different.
weird ass Arnold Palmer right now.
Yeah, but it's totally
The
fine.
half tea,
It's
half
totally-
lemonade,
If
half
there
water,
was
half coffee.
ice in this, like so that because that's the other problem is it's not cold. You know what I mean? If I'm going to be complaining about anything right now, is there's no
Yeah.
ice in this.
Well, why
shit.
don't you just put
we
more
have ice.
Because we
Yeah.
have nasty tasting ice.
No.
we do
God.
though.
But the ice is fine. It's not nasty.
The ice is fine. Yeah. the
No,
ice
it's
is fine.
nasty, and like just, it is what it
makes
is.
Nasty.
The freezer. Anytime you're getting
It's an
ice,
open
you
air
just think-
freezer.
Yeah, it's the whole.
No,
thing.
no,
I'm not with Tim. I don't use the ice. I don't have an opinion one way or the other. I'm just saying.
But
Why
before,
don't you use the ice?
I
Because
don't-
it's
I don't
nasty.
ever put
No,
ice in
it's
any
not
of my
nasty
drinks.
ice. Before Kevin left,
Nasty
I
ice.
was worried about this as well. I was like, Kevin, is the ice gonna smell or taste weird? He was like, I think it's fine. I was like, I don't really trust you, Kevin,
Kevin
but I'll
can't
try for
smell it,
myself.
yeah.
And it was totally fine.
Yeah, and
The
we
ice
don't
is
we don't
totally
put
fine.
like other things in that side of the
Yeah.
freezer, right? Like all
Just my
this.
hand sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Just a
I
little
hurt my
bit.
hand punching
I mean,
the wall.
here's the thing. Like, to be clear, it's not the worst ice I've ever had.
Sure.
I will use the ice here. It is still like I would prefer to not use the
But
ice
you
though,
use
because
the
of its
the
taste.
water though from the fridge, which creates the ice.
Yeah, but that's the water's not the problem. It's the smell of the other things. And no matter how many things
But
you
there's
say,
nothing in there.
you say that, but then all of a sudden, Kevin's put it in a goddamn pot pie. Oh, wait, you're the pot pie man, huh? So now it's your fault,
Okay,
Roger.
well,
Roger,
You're
are you
breaking
the pot
tables.
pie
and you're
man,
the pot pie man.
Popeye guy.
Frozen pot pie isn't changing the taste of the ice.
1,000 pot pies are the biggest offenders of making ice taste different.
Really?
Yes.
What is the tier list right now? Let's go. Number 1, pot pie.
Pot pie.
Number 2.
Freezer burn.
Like, yeah.
Okay. Number 3.
We got
got
a
a
rare Nick
professional
Scarpino on the Gamescast. We're having a fun Friday.
I hate to agree with him, but Tim's not wrong on this.
Are you mad at Popeye Guy too?
Are you Popeye guy?
I'm pot pie guy. I put a pie in there yesterday. There's no way that has affected the entire
Cool, Greg. Can you bring the pot pie out? I need to see it. Is it just a pot pie open air, or is it like in a box?
No, it's a fucking what is it? It's a Marie Calendar fucking pot pie.
So it's in the box and
Yeah, it's in
sealed
the
up?
box
What are
and
you
everything.
talking
What are you
about?
talking
Now, maybe
about?
the cardboard giving off the smell.
That's it, though.
I just took a picture. Just brought it up here.
Where is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I don't even see where this Popeye is. And also, there's a barrier between.
Oh, yeah, it's on the right side.
ice-
What are we talking about?
You guys are acting as if any of that.
Tim, I'm telling you, once the doors are closed,
Who's got a
and
Dole
it's
Whip in
sealed,
there?
and it's sealed, the ice is not in the same.
And it was on the right side or the left
capacity.
side?
I don't know what to tell you, man.
It was on the right side. What the
See,
fuck are we
this just-
talking about?
It just smells like the cardboard when you have a box in.
And that makes the ice taste different.
But like,
I'm sorry, cool, thank
Tim,
you.
you're acting like we're putting shrimp
Very
we're
small,
in the
by the way. I
ice
thought it was
tray.
going to be
It's
very
like
large.
560 calories too. That's a lot.
crazy.
It's a lot.
That's
It's
a
good
lot.
as fuck though. Good as fuck.
That's a lot.
I cut up some turkey sometimes, put it in there.
Yeah.
As long as I think Tim is,
I think what drives me away from Popeyes the most is I just imagine someone vomiting into a pie shell and then putting it top and baking it. Like, why
as
do you
a
want to
prank?
do that to yourself? Huh?
as a prank.
No, that's just when I look at a pot pie. I'm like,
Oh,
oh, that's
yeah.
how Popeyes are made.
Yeah, the first time
Then
I
they do
had
the little
a
ding, 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 Marie Calendar.
the first time I had a savory pie that wasn't like an apple pie or something like that, I was
Fuck you
like,
up.
"This is what happens when you date a white girl." Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like,
That is absolutely
my,
correct.
my Mexican family would be like, "What the fuck are you eating?" You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. I don't disagree with Tim because what I will often do whenever we go to the movie theater, the Coke Freestyle machine,
I love
I get
it.
like 90% Coke Zero, little splash of root beer, and that little splash of root beer makes the whole beverage a root beer.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's such
He's
an
not
empowering
wrong. I don't
taste.
understand how he's with me.
It's
on
such
that
a-
statement. but
Why are
like-
you trying to make
He
this
does
a
weird
thing?
shit with his drinks too. That's what he's saying. I do weird
because
shit too.
Tim, because you know you have half water, half coffee, and you're like, it tastes the same.
No, I'm not saying it tastes the same. I'm saying it tastes close enough that it's not an issue that I would rather have the liquid than not have the liquid.
I think people drinking iced coffee that isn't sweetened anywhere are fucking psychopaths anyway. So who am I to talk?
Whoa, come
that
on.
shit's
Black-
gross,
You
dude.
take a, whoa.
It
Black
tastes so gross.
Black coffee?
Yeah, it's gross.
Grow up.
That's the only way
Just
to drink
grow
it.
up.
That's the only way to drink it.
Two.
Grow up and enjoy bad things. Like what are we doing?
Yes,
Tio,
because that's how it means to grow up.
Put some syrup
next
in there, Barry.
time, next time we do an order of Bones coffee, because this is how I got to black coffee was the Bones stuff, where it's like the cool, fun flavors and stuff, and that weeded me off of like adding things to the black coffee. And now we just get like now I'm just getting like just regular medium roast Dunkin' Donuts and stuff. And
Fuck
I'm
yeah.
fucking great.
Put some cinnamon in there. Do
Nah,
something.
man.
Or
It's
some
great.
water, everybody.
No,
I like how you both are
That's
trying to be
just
on the same
psych-
page and you're not, but
No,
you guys are like
no.
but
really
they're still
trying
on the
hard.
same level of psychopath.
No, I'm telling you, I do not prefer it with water. I'm just telling you, y'all saw me drink half of this shit.
But
I
okay,
have a whole
I just
show
don't
to do. I need to pee at least once on the show. How am I going to get there,
Why
Roger?
don't you just drink the entire thing then, and then just have some water on the side?
Because that's
Why not make more coffee and dump it over ice?
Yeah,
because that's too much caffeine.
well, it's ice. It's ice.
That's
We
just
didn't
too
like
much
the ice.
caffeine.
Didn't like the
Okay,
ice.
good call. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. That's not enough caffeine. I fucking love coffee. You know what I mean? Yeah,
This is a Trenta. This is
Let's-
30 fluid ounces.
Let's put this to bed, okay?
Okay.
I don't like that we've become enemies. All right, I want us all to get on the same page because I had a kindred spirit moment, not kindred, like kindred egg, kindred spirit moment with the one and only Andy Cortez that he doesn't know about. But it made me think
Prepare
of him
yourself, Andy.
very fondly.
Oh, great. Okay.
It is review season. There's a million games to play. We talked about it today on the show. I've touched on No 9. I didn't get to the Retro Realms. I'm working on Redacted X, Y, and Z. But it means burning the candle at both ends, right? 2 days ago on Wednesday, took Ben to swim class, big boy swim class. We're getting more into it. We really hate not having a parent in the pool, but we're getting there, okay? On the way home, I'm driving this kid. It's nightfall. I'm like, he's going to be so zonked. I already washed him too, so he just gets to go right to bed. This is great.
Oh, great.
And I start thinking of, all right, when I get there and I get that done, I got to do the dishes, and then it's time to play. And there's no Jen, so I'm just going to...
It's time to play the game.
Time to play the game.
Time to play the game.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing the Lemmy Motorhead version. I'm like, I'm going to get there and I'm going to game so hard tonight. There's so much to game. And I was like, you know what I want? I want a Coca-Cola.
Oh yeah.
I want a 20-ounce Coca-Cola.
20 ounce?
Yeah,
Oh, buddy,
you know what I
buddy.
mean? And then there's the realization, of course, that I don't have Coke at the house. And I'm on the road, but again, I'm also, this is one of those drives where you're like, stay awake, Benny.
Yeah.
Ben, you gotta stay awake. Sing "Hot to Go." You know what I mean? He's
Oh.
going. I need to keep him going.
You stop at a corner so he may run out.
It was not only he could run away. You know what I mean? help me! This man's kidnapping me. He does it all the time. It's adorable. It's that. I also then I'm like, well, I have to park in front of a 7-Eleven. I go in. I leave him in the car because he already needs PJs. I'm like, no. And then I bring him in. But if I bring him in, we're gonna spike the adrenaline
Yeah,
of
he's
doing
gonna be
this.
two up at that
then it's
point.
you're getting a Coke. I want something. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do any of this.
Yeah.
Let's get him home and get him to bed. I will forget about the Coke. I got him home and I got to bed, and all I wanted was this fucking Coca-Cola. All right, I want you to know I opened DoorDash, and I'm like, well, I'm like, all right, there's everybody's selling for $3. I'm like, that's fucking outrageous. And they're like, delivery. $15. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. But I thought about doing like a neighborhood text.
You gotta do it.
I thought about a neighborhood text. But remember, I live with
What's a
adults
neighborhood
now.
text?
Like, text the neighborhood. Like a
Do you
neighbor.
have a Coke?
Anybody have a Coke?
Shut up, dude. No.
I didn't do it. I realized
How is it different than
It
being
was
like,
the
hey,
addiction.
neighbor, do you have some flour? I'm thinking, you know?
This morning we woke up and realized we had no milk. I texted the neighbor. I'm like, hey, can we borrow some milk? She's like, yeah, I met her in the backyard.
Aw,
She poured
that's
me
so
some milk
sweet.
or whatever.
But imagine that at like, what was it? What
That's
time
a
is it?
true suburban shit.
8:30, 9 o'clock.
9 p.m. Be like,
And
you got some
the
Coke?
problem is, again, like, you know, it's all, we live in like a family neighborhood now, like real parents, you know what I mean? And I've been to the person who poured milk that I knew they would have milk, of course. I've been to their house and our kids play together and yada yada, but I've also had their beverages. I'm like, they ain't got no Coke in this house. They ain't those kind of
They got, like,
parents.
Poppy
You know what I
and
mean?
stuff. Yeah.
They're trying to make these kids healthy and shit.
Any cokeheads around? So you didn't do the DoorDash thing?
No,
'Cause,
I
man,
talked myself
Barrett's
out
been
of it,
witness
man.
to me getting 3 Uber Eat orders at
In
night.
one night.
You know,
And it's
here's
never a meal.
Little-
It's always from fucking CVS and 7-Eleven.
Safeway. Here's a bag of Cheez-Its with some
the
drumstick ice
fuck?
cream
We
and
live
couple
blocks
Coke
away
Zeros.
from several grocery
You
stores.
can't pay for convenience.
And like, we
You
live
can.
blocks away
Yeah,
from
yeah.
several convenient corner
Whatever
stores.
wants to make you happy.
Yeah, if
know?
you can't tell what side I'm going to be on for the gaming capitalism
You could
discussion.
you could walk 2 minutes and save like $15 on delivery.
Okay, well, who's going to level up 2 times in the video game then?
Upgrade 88. Is everyone at Kind of Funny insane? What is happening today?
That reminds me, like we order food, I would say fairly frequently at home, a couple times a week, and every once in a while we'll get that late night, and that's when, you know, the options are dire. You're looking at it's like the ghost kitchens where you're like, I'm not sure about this,
Yeah.
or it's a bunch of fast food, and like convincing G to get fast food, very difficult, right?
Yeah.
For good reason.
Ghost kitchen
and
names
it's like,
are
cool, I
great.
get it, but
Big Dick Chicken.
yeah, exactly. It's like, what are you
It's like
trying
AI
to
generated
prove?
images.
Well, maybe like 2 months ago, she was like down bad. She was like, I need something. She's like, you brought me home a taquito from 7-Eleven one time.
No.
And it changed my life. And I was like, that's good, because she's never had 7-Eleven food ever.
Oh, wow.
Because she's an adult and
Yeah.
was always an adult, right? So I brought her, I was eating it, and then I gave her some. She's like, dude, this is really good. I'm like, I'm telling you. She's like, I want that. I'm like, all right, I guess we can see if 7-Eleven's on DoorDash. It was.
Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah. They're on Postmates.
We
too.
start adding it, and she was just like, "Oh, they have a whole bunch of stuff."
Oh,
We
man.
start adding like all of their little things, and I'm just laughing in the back of my mind. I'm
yeah.
like, she doesn't know what she's fucking getting. It came
Sushi.
and it's presented in a way that like it didn't look like the worst food ever. It was like, oh, this looks
Dude,
eatable.
honestly, like the biggest turnoff to 7-Eleven food is seeing it in the 7-Eleven.
And so-
if you can just eliminate that and the food shows up, fucking,
She ate it, had a great time, had a bad time the next day, but then maybe a month later, we happened to be in a 7-Eleven,
Just grew an extra
saw
arm.
it. She saw how the food was.
It's on the rollers.
Oh, yeah,
She's
yeah.
never been more mad at me.
Yeah.
She's like, why did you
She
let
saw the
us
chicken
do
wings
that?
that are 3 days
It's just
old.
fucking slightly they always get stuck in the thing they're
Yeah.
supposed to be turning, and they're just not.
For me, it was we went up north, way up north. This is years ago now. I forget if we might not. I think Jen might have been pregnant. It might be those images of us apple picking or whatever, pumpkin patching, whatever stupid suburban thing we were out
Yeah.
doing. But it was we stopped at a 7-Eleven to get like a Powerade or whatever, and she stayed in the car and to stay cool. And I was in there and in the thing. I'm just waiting in line, this giant line in this like not filthy but dirty 7-Eleven, like, and it's here. And all the tiles, and I don't know if it's a raccoon or squirrels or just rats running around at the top of it. I was just like, I'm just getting the Powerade. Getting the fuck
That was
outta
my
here.
Uber Eats delivery driver.
Here's the thing, everybody at this table right now. I'm going to put out a motion
Kind of funny podcast.
that we're turning this into a kind of funny podcast. Can we save this
Yeah.
the topic for a different day? And can we, because we're
What
vibing.
are you gonna do about
we're
it? What
riding,
is it?
We'll just put on the Gamescast feed. People fucking understand. Y'all can outvote me if this is a bad idea. But
is a
you're
great
bringing up the
idea.
raccoons and these squirrels.
I'm so down.
I have something I need to show you guys that's important, okay?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kind of Funny Podcast. Each and every week, 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table, each come to talk about whatever it is they want to talk about. If you like that and you want to be part of the show, of course, the best way to support us is with the Kind of Funny membership. With the Kind of Funny membership, you can get each and every episode of the Kind of Funny Podcast and all our podcasts, of course, ad-free. You could get the ability to watch us record afternoons, usually like the Kind of Funny Podcast in the afternoon. And of course, you get a daily dose of me in a series we call Greg Way. You're getting 3 today, if you can believe it. Other housekeeping, of course, includes that Banjo-Tooie was talked about on Kind of Funny Games Daily. And the Kind of Funny stream after this episode of the Kind of Funny Podcast is Alien Isolation.
I just quote tweeted your tweet from 16 minutes ago of, when is it okay for capitalism to ruin games? I just put LMAO.
Thank you to our Patreon producers, Delaney Twining and Carl Jacobs. Today we're brought to you by New World Eternum, but we'll talk about that later. For now, Timmy, what do you want to bring to the table?
So I went to Gia's friend's house, her friend from middle school, for the first time ever, on this weekend. And as I was there, they just got a new house. So I was
Nice.
like, we're checking out all the new cool things. And like, it was a really dope house. Like it's one of those like incredibly like old school San Francisco houses that have just been here forever. So it has like a bunch of weird things and secrets and stuff. And like they don't have a backyard. Instead, it's like this
Hold on. What do you mean secrets?
just there's always like, what's that room for? Or like why is the
okay.
hallway weirdly shaped? Like there's just like weird things about the buildings.
It's the type that could have gone really viral with all of those posts of like, what is this little room for? And then
Exactly.
somebody puts like a Dark Souls enemy and like a
100%.
treasure or whatever.
A lot of that type of stuff. And instead of a backyard, it's like the size of a backyard, but it's all like there's like cobblestones and there's like a lot of like weird fountains and things. And it's like, this is so bizarre. But apparently the former owner of the house has been there for like 100 years and like just died recently. But there's like a lot of history that this person has in the house because he's been there forever. So like, he'll just have like his history of like his golf accomplishments or like fishing accomplishments just like ingrained into the wall. And so we're just like learning a lot about this
That's
guy's
cool.
history. But in this backyard,
He's like a Last of Us level.
honestly, it kind of is.
Yeah.
And like we're just like going through like we're doing the tour of a house, and it was like, normally a tour of someone's new house, there's like, oh yeah, we're gonna make this our office and like this, whatever. But this was more just like we're finding out about this dude's life, right? And I was like,
You just need silence and room noise and just like, looks like this guy was a golfer.
straight up,
Not
dude.
bad.
And
Like,
so
stuff like that.
we're discovering
I
the,
wonder if I could get
the
that under
story
bar.
together. And this like backyard area, there's like a whole bunch of just different plaques explaining things. And like apparently like the floor, the cobblestone was from like the original Powell Street down in downtown.
Yeah.
And like they transported the stones from
cool.
downtown.
I don't know what Powell Street. What?
Just like
Powell Street.
just where Metreon is.
Yeah.
Just that area. Like there's like one of the main
When the roads
streets
were
there.
cobblestone and then they were switching them over, they took the cobblestone and put them in this house.
Yeah,
Back
so it's
when
just
we
like,
had the horse carriages.
Yeah.
Exactly, 100%. So like their floor is that, and then there was like just some of the wall pieces. They had like actual statues, like parts
Take
of
photos of this guy's
statues. No, I didn't. I took one, but we'll get to that in a second. But I
don't like the sound of that.
There's all
to
these
that
like
later.
statues, and it was like, oh, this is from Sutro Park back in the day, and like these things are from Ocean Beach. Like there's just like a lot of like San Francisco history. I'm like, this is bizarre but cool, right? And we're going through the house, and as I'm walking down the stairs, there's like a window, and like I'm taller than everyone else that was like Gia is Gia sized, and Gia's friend was also Gia sized.
Yeah, I
which
can
is
relate,
small. And so they're just like walking. I need to kind of duck because it's a weird San Francisco house that has like just weird ass things that like are not up to code or whatever. And I look out there's like a window in front of me. And Barrett, can you bring up the picture of what I saw? All right.
Yeah. Hell yes.
Squirrel. Okay.
If you're an audio listener, it is a squirrel staring back at Tim. But it's not the squirrel's randomly there. He's sitting in a cat bed outside of the window, staring like, what the fuck are you doing in my house?
And so I'm like, what the fuck? This shit's crazy. And I brought this up on In Review a little bit yesterday.
Yeah.
I think you were on it, right?
Yeah.
And so talking about this goddamn thing. But things get weirder, right?
They
So I'm learning all the lore about this house of this guy that used to be alive, and he's no longer alive. And I'm seeing this thing looking at me. Something's off about it.
Yeah.
First off, it's in a cat bed. They don't have a cat.
Wait, is it fake?
It's real.
Oh, okay.
Is it
It's
taxidermy?
taxidermy.
Okay. So it's a dead squirrel.
It's a
in the
dead
cat
squirrel
bed.
that's just fucking staring at me. And I'm like, this shit is fucking weird.
How long did it take for you to realize that it was fake or like not alive?
Well, I saw it. It definitely was one of those things where I go, oh, You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it spooked me. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was scary to look into the eyes of this thing. And then I was like, wait, why isn't it moving? This is weird. Gia has like a phobia of like rats and little rodents.
Oh.
So like I was like, oh shit, I don't want her to see this. Like it's gonna cause a problem. But then I reacted in such a visceral way that she's like, oh fuck, like what are you reacting to? And I'm like, don't worry about it. And then she really wants to worry about it. And then she saw it. She didn't like it. She's like, wait, why is it not moving? And I was like, what the fuck?
The first thought.
Because dude, look at this thing. It's just posed. Like what's
Yeah.
happening? Why is it in a cat bed?
I like
There's
that
no cat?
you registered all the information except that it's a dead squirrel.
It's just so freaking
You thought it was the
weird.
most attentive, like, if I don't move, this
Yeah,
predator won't
that's
see
what
me.
I thought. I thought it was like a defense mechanism.
But
sort
so
of thing.
I thought that was weird. But then I was like, oh man, this guy's story's so deep. Like he played golf, he went fishing, he has all the San Francisco stuff, and I guess he either had a cat or didn't. But here's a dead squirrel.
I'll
And
be
then I
real with you,
found
Tim. It
out-
doesn't sound that deep. It's just it's like he had a couple hobbies.
Really love San Francisco.
there was more storytelling. shit,
This
but, like,
reminds me of me and Mike at the Coheed and Cambria concert,
incredible
and Mike
story.
going, "Oh man, Tim, I'll tell you what. We were watching the show, and there's two cute girls down there, and they're dancing a little bit. I'm like, I hope they stand up and they start like dancing, and it'll be my opportunity to like go talk to them. And this girl stands up, she finally starts dancing, and then I stood up, and I was kind of like rocking out too, and then like, well, that's the end of the story." And Tim was like, so the story is there was a girl.
And he stood up in front of the entire office. Like we were all sitting down, holding court.
So the story is a woman was around you.
yeah. Well, anyways, then I find out that this taxidermy squirrel is not part of this old man's lore.
Huh. What?
Like this is Gia's friend. She just has this. She chose to put this in her house.
Oh.
And I'm like, I
don't
got
like
questions here. I didn't ask him though because I didn't want to know the answers.
See, now you just fucked up the story just like they did. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's a Snow Like Mike ending right there.
yeah.
You asked no questions about why there's a taxidermy squirrel out
There
there?
was a lot going on, Greg. I didn't want to know the answer. You know, I want to be able to trust this girl. And
How could you not trust her?
taxidermy squirrels, man, that's fucking weird.
I mean,
It's fucking weird.
So
I'm putting this is one of those things every once in a while we say things on the show that I'm like, oh man, if it gets back to the person, I don't want them to feel bad that I'm talking shit.
Yeah.
This is one of those times I'm telling you right now, that's fucking weird, okay? I'm not gonna say your name, but if you listen to this, it's
Call
fucking
her.
weird that
Call
you have
her.
a taxidermy squirrel in a cat bed and you don't have a cat.
The cat bed situation makes it weird. If it's just on the shelf,
it's just decoration.
Yeah,
There's some
it's
joke
on the
out there.
shelf. Yeah,
Have G ask the question.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe next time.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my
Good
god.
podcast. Though.
That's so
Loot boxes.
what did you and Gia like break away from the group to have the conversation about this? Were you alone in the hallway? Because I feel like if me and Jenna are getting a tour in Andy's house and Andy has a stuff thing and we're walking together through and then we stop and we go and he'd be, oh yeah, you saw Tony?
It was
Yeah.
it was a housewarming party, so there was like a lot of people. So it was like
Okay.
we weren't the only people getting the tour. But real quick, before you say it, before I forget this, I do have something else that's also incredibly embarrassing that I need to say about this party. Because
Embarrassing for you.
Oh yeah,
You fucked up.
I fucked up real bad.
Okay.
All right, and I was trying to make the situation better, but I misread it. Okay.
Okay.
When we first walked in, I didn't know anybody. So everyone's kind of introducing themselves to me. A couple of them were at my wedding, but like I didn't meet them there, like because it was Gia's friends and there was a lot of people there.
Sure.
So whatever. So they are way more familiar with me than I am with them. So I don't know who knew me, who didn't, whatever. I'm just kind of be friendly and like meet these people and be cool. So I'm introducing myself to everyone. They're saying their names or whatever, and this girl comes up to me, very bubbly, and she just goes, "Tolly."
Like
And I
a
didn't
tall
know-
person?
I didn't know how to take it. Tolly? I was like, that's weird.
Does
I
she
kinda
hear
just like laughed
Kevin
at it.
call tall people tallies?
And I was like, I assumed that she saw me, and she's like,
That's a tall person.
you're tall, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna call you Tolly. And I forgot what I said, but it was like in the vein of thank you,
Okay.
or just something. It's just thank you. It hit me in a way that I was like, I don't know how to react to this. You know what I mean? And I kind of walked away, and then I heard her introduce herself to someone else. Her name is Tolly. Like Tolly.
Oh no, Tim.
Idiot. fucking idiot.
Wait, so did she actually just walk up to you and say, Tolly?
She did. So it's on her.
Yeah.
At the end
That's
of
a
the day.
weird introduction.
It's
for
on
sure.
her. She didn't say my name is. She just said Tolly, like introducing herself. But in the same way, you'd be like, Andy. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
guess I always go, hi, Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
You're
Yeah,
doing the
yeah,
back to back to back.
Because
It's like,
when you go
Tim,
up to somebody and just say a name or a nickname or something, you assume that like they're addressing you, not introducing themselves, kind of thing. You know?
Yeah.
So she walked up to you and just said,
Yes.
Tolly? You didn't go like, hey, I'm Tim. And then she said, Tolly.
No, but like I had just said to someone else, I'm Tim. You
And
know
she
what I mean?
was right there?
Well, she was right there.
Maybe you missed
Yeah.
maybe you missed the hi before that or the hello.
You were
or-
just so focused on the Tolly.
It just caught me off, and I was like, I start getting all self-conscious where I'm
Yeah.
just like, I don't think of myself as tall like that. You know what I
Shorty.
mean?
Yeah.
It's just like the bare minimum of tall, where it's like I get uncomfortable when people call me tall because I know tall people. You know what I mean?
Well, you're a little bit shorter than me.
Yeah,
What,
but
like
that
2
little bit of
seconds?
shorter is just like I feel like 6'3" and above. Then you're tall.
Yeah.
You can bring attention to the word tall being associated with you.
Yeah,
you know.
Leanza calls me tall, and I'm like, no, you're just really short. Like,
Yeah,
that's like
yeah.
everybody's tall to you.
I feel that, yeah. I don't know if we had enough I don't know if we had enough juice for a kind of funny podcast. I mean, really.
No, we got it. We're fine. No, we got it. I'm coming right back. I just went and redid the thumb.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's beautiful. I like that.
yeah.
I like
So I
that.
I was doing the thumb while we was thumb you know and love, but I just wrote JKKF pod over it. So that, you know,
The new headline I just put up live is this was supposed to be a Gamescast - kind of funny podcast.
there you go. Nailed it. I like that
really
a lot.
good.
No,
That's
it's
really
fine.
good.
It's fine. Let me just export as a quick PNG here.
Quick little PNG export.
I like that. That's high quality right
yeah,
there.
Yeah, I'll do that, and then you're all set.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah,
set.
well, yeah, you can. Well, yeah. Make sure you Command Shift Alt S.
No, don't worry about it. He'll figure it out. That's too much work.
I mean, I've PNG'd it.
He PNG'd it.
Yeah, but sometimes the PNGs will come out real massive. You
Yeah,
know?
but don't worry about it. We'll
Okay,
figure
hold
it
on.
out.
So
We'll
hold
figure
on.
it
No,
out.
we'll learn together. So you want me to control what now?
Command Shift Alt S
I got an alt on this thing?
or something. Fucking
option.
Yeah.
Command Option Shift S.
Okay. Save for web.
Say for web. There
Yeah,
we go.
and
You
make
want
it
to
a
JPEG?
Yep.
There we
All
go,
right, there
buddy
we go.
boy.
Make sure
He's
it's not.
begging. No,
Oh, no.
No.
Tim, you don't do that to
I
me.
didn't mean to.
Fuck.
I really didn't mean to, Roger. I'm
So we're
sorry.
still calling it the Gamescast. So I should leave the published information. I'll do V2.
Yeah.
There you go.
Behind the
For a
scenes.
This
while-
is going on the Gamescast feed, so all the Gamescast people can know what they're missing out on the Gamescast.
Oh man,
What was
aren't you
really-
jealous?
What was really
It was more shocking when I saw someone in the chat go, "Oh man, a bunch of people left," and then somebody else go, "I haven't listened to a kind of funny podcast since they left the comic shop." Like, damn.
What was
Yeah.
really funny was as soon as Tim made that proclamation, I saw him start typing a whole bunch or like texting a whole bunch. And in my mind, that was him texting a sponsor apologizing. Like that was my own headcanon. Like, I'm sorry we're doing this. I have some stuff to get off my chest.
I gotta talk about this
Squirrel.
goddamn
I gotta
squirrel.
talk
Oh,
about
I'll be
the
right back. I
squirrel.
need to refill my coffee.
Okay,
No,
do
are
your
you
thing.
really gonna put more
No,
water?
that's not refilling your coffee, Tim. You can't refer to it like that, Tim.
He really does it like that. So that's how he gets his
He
water.
really
throughout the day.
does it like that.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. I'm not sure what that
You got a
is.
cool package?
I don't think so.
Go over there and open up. Come back.
Right
Maybe
now,
it's
on
it looks
camera.
like that's what they send like a credit card in sometimes. Did you order a new credit card?
No.
It feels like a video game manual. Go open it
what'd
off
you
camera.
say?
Don't. I don't want you to dox your address here. Everybody, this is a big deal. Andy got a FedEx envelope. Thank God this is a kind of funny podcast. Otherwise,
it's-
what would we do?
I know,
If
right?
we didn't know this is happening. It's one of those. Here's my problem. Is Tim is such a great partner. You know what I mean? We've launched the business. The business is far beyond anything we ever would have imagined, Roger. Yeah. But when he was on Games Daily with me and mentioned he didn't know what it was, and I pitched him what the Gamescast topic was, I knew immediately he wasn't into it.
Yeah, I know.
I knew immediately he's like, this is kryptonite. This is few kryptonite. I don't want to do it or whatever. And so for him to limp along as long as he did, but then on the show be like, fuck it. I was like, I knew
looking for the
I
out.
knew you
He
weren't
was looking
into
for
it.
the
I knew
out.
you weren't into the topic when I
As
pitched
soon
it.
as, like,
That is disgusting. That is so disgusting. You're leaning into it now. No, get the squirrel out of here. Go back to that
It's
show.
so nightly in the desk.
He does fit great there. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought
That
this
really
was
does look like an Arnold
that is
Palmer now.
fucking disgusting.
Wait, are you saying that I'm not into the capitalism topic?
Yeah.
Oh, I am.
I told you when I no, you bullshit.
What the
I
fuck?
know you like the back of my hand. When I pitched it to you on the show, Games Daily, you were like, And I was like, oh no, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it.
No, dude, I love it.
And then
Are
he
you kidding
rode
me?
for as long as he
that,
could.
That topic, when we do it, it's gonna piss people off. That's going to get the people talking.
And
Those comments
honestly-
are going to be fucking going. I am all about it.
I'm glad we pivoted too, because people in the chat also clocked this as well. It's like, we need the person on the show for this topic who is so susceptible to all of it, which is one Snowbike Mike Howard.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because everything would be S rank for him.
Everything. He's
Except
like,
for
"Give me
one,
more."
and that's going to be interesting. It's like, oh shit, I don't like this person.
Yeah,
about his
it's going to be a weird sort of like call out. But I mean, Mike is the person who will spend 2 hours in a brand new game, and yeah, I dropped $15, and those will be the only 2 hours that he spent in the game.
Mm-hmm.
It was dangerous for Joey and I when we got in on Tuesday and we were doing New World Eternum. We streamed it after you guys did the sponsor stream or whatever, and it was that thing of like, man, I want to look cool, but I got nothing to look cool. And I was like in the shop, and I'm like, do I want to spend I don't want to spend $20. No, I don't know. I need to be committed to the game. I'm not doing this yet. Blah blah blah. But it was a slippery slope. But we're giving away that topic. We should stop.
We should stop.
And so we should just keep talking about stuff here. Let me tell you, Ben, diarrhea yesterday.
Oh man,
Yeah, I didn't necessarily want to ask for an update, but like yesterday, you dramatically stepped up at like, I don't know, let's
Dramatically.
say 3 p.m. It was pretty dramatic, was it not, Roger?
I don't
I don't think he was
remember
in the
him
room. I don't think he was in the room. It was
Well,
just
he
you and
stood
me,
up.
I think. I was
and
talking to my
you flung
friend.
your glorious hair. You had your little bag. I've never seen you hold that bag in my life, but you had this fucking bag, and you step up, and you're like, "Yo, Ben's poopy," and you just like rush out.
Ben's poopy.
I don't think I said it like that. You know
But it
what I mean?
wasn't not like that.
There was an exasperation. You know what I mean? It's very hard to do all the things we need to do, in review season. And on top of that, then there's a million things going on here. The Xbox, we had a grueling day yesterday. Great day. You know what I mean? Of the Xbox Reaction, Xbox Gamescast, Indie Games Daily. I then had a big call. Then I finally got out and got my emails done. Then I thought I was going to get to play a video game. Then, of course, I get the text that's like, yo, Ben had another diarrhea here at school. He has had 2 today. The loose stool, as they call it.
You know how to spell it?
Diarrhea? No.
I do.
Autocorrect carries me every fucking
got
time.
Hit me.
Diarrhea. Diarrhea.
How do you spell impetus?
Impetus.
Good man, Andy Cortez.
I'm fucking really good
You're
at
on
that.
it today.
We don't have to spell check it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you guys are just
I did see somebody write diarrhea exactly the way that you wrote it, but I'm hopeful that they wrote it the right way too. You know what I mean?
Oh wait, did they miss? Wait.
No, they wrote it exactly the way you said it. So I was using that as like the spell check.
Gotcha.
So cool, Greg, just so you're aware, we've changed the headline again.
Oh shit.
All right, there's the new headline. I like Barrett's. This was supposed to be a Gamescast - kind of funny podcast.
That's good.
Anyway, so you get the first message from school in the early
I'm so sorry.
the early morning.
Cool Greg's standing back there.
He's like, got a new headline?
dumbfounded. Like, we're just throwing shit out. He's working. There's ladders and shit. Him and Nick are doing something. Like, fucking Greg, we changed the thumbnail
Again, 'cause we've already
Cool
changed
Greg,
it
I
once.
just see him standing, like, trying to take the information in. Like, I don't know what I need to do with that right now. But
We updated the sheet. We'll tell you about it later. Don't worry about it. So I got the text in the morning of like, hey, by the way, Ben had loose poop here, right? And he got it in the toilet. Everything's fine. Don't get me wrong. He's not shitting his pants here, right? He's a Miller. He'll do that in college like I did. And so, like, if it happens again, we'd want to send him home, and then it's got to be 24 hours. They're like, there is a bug going around in one of the other classrooms, so, it's just a little stomach thing. It's like, okay, cool. And then afternoon, I get the one, hey, happened again. He's still in great spirits. He's, so I go over there.
He's laughing.
He thinks it's funny.
Dude thinks it's shit's funny.
Went and got him. I pick him up. He's in a great mood, super bubbly, super happy, telling me about his day, this, that, the
look
other.
what I did.
I was like, hey, do you want to go home or can we go to the grocery store? He's like, I want to go home. I'm like, okay, stay close to a toilet if that's actually what's happening. I don't want to put it in his head that he's sick or it's a big deal, you know what I mean? So we went home, we're watching shows, and I made him dinner and everything, totally fine, everything's normal. At one point, we're done eating, we're hanging out, but it's not exactly bath time. And he's like, all right, I'm going to go get whatever from my room or whatever. I'm like, all right, buddy. And then I heard him clanking around in there a little bit longer. I'm like, what's going on there? He's like, I peed. And like in his little potty. He did it all by himself, pants off, pants on. He did his whole thing. He's I'm like, hey, great job. We come back to thank you, everybody. Thank you. Round of applause at home. We come back, we get back on the couch, and then he's 2 seconds in, he's like, you know what? I think I have to poop. I'm like, okay. So we walk in, I set up his little potty in the big potty, and he gets up there, and I am the classic, I don't know, I don't want to gender it and say classic father, but I feel like in parents there's one who's always like, oh my God, this is happening. And I'm always like, it can't be that bad, right? I'm always the, it can't be that bad guy, right? And so there's been plenty of times where Jen's like, he's got loose stool. He's dying. I'm like, all right.
Stop saying
he
that.
what do you want me to call it?
Just call it what it is.
He's
Don't
just
be calling it loose stool.
Like you enunciated so hard. That's what it is. He's got the loose stool.
Anyway, I think I prefer loose stool over diarrhea.
No?
Yeah.
I feel like we've had a couple different situations. And I say this as a man who shits a lot, and shit's
Yeah.
weird. We've had a couple different situations where we've, boy who cried wolf to diarrhea before. Right? Where I'm like, it can't be that. I'm like, yeah, it was like loose. For the energy we have today, this was such a great idea of a pivot. What is it, Saturday? We don't even know what day it is. We're like, fucking. Anyways, but it wasn't. I would not have described it as diarrhea in the past.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And let me tell you, this kid sat down on this toilet and shit his brains out. And I was like, that is diarrhea. All right, that is fucking splashback, horrible sounds. He's asking me to flush the toilet because it smells so bad.
Like, you do it.
Your problem, man. Oh my God.
Again, he never gave off any indication of being in pain or anything, but he's just fucking going. And I was like, God damn, I'm trying to play it cool. You know
Of
what I mean?
course, of course.
But I was like, this is a big deal. This
Dude,
is-
Horrified.
I need to tell y'all
16 of a
something.
marathon stream.
You're right. I need to tell you guys something.
Shit.
The next day after this party that I went to,
oh my God, this episodic storytelling. He let me do a whole commercial break in there. He's back for season 2 of the Squirrel House.
so we get back from the party that night, and we're hungry, and we ordered some Thai food from this place that we often get Thai food, and we ordered. Gia ordered for me, and she got the same like the.
Are you not mentioning because you're worried about doxing?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really, but now I am.
Okay.
But I got this pad Thai, which or pad CU that I often get, and like you get to choose your spice level, and it's like there's like the 5 levels, and I'm normally a level 4 guy. Like I don't ever want to get the spiciest. I have nothing to prove, but I like things spicy.
I didn't know you were like that.
Yeah, I mean, think about volcano curry.
What do you get?
The second to highest spice level. I'm
You
not
get the
gonna
hot?
Yo, he's a spice guy. That's
didn't
what I
know
learned
the
about
hot.
him.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a spice guy. He loves the
Love
What's
it.
your favorite hot sauce? What would you go with? Like, what's your daily driver?
I mean, sriracha or
Or just like, what do you put on everything? You tell me you put
Habanero?
like, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like hot. I like spice.
like
It sounded like Roger was trying to get Tim to impress me. Like, tell him your hot sauce.
Well, no,
I just don't want to fuck up brands because
this guy loves it. Huh? Tell him how much hot you eat.
I don't
Roger,
know.
hanging out with Mike too much.
I don't have a hot sauce that I'm like loyal to, but I have
Gotcha.
ones that I don't fuck with. I don't
Oh.
fuck with Tapatio, and I don't fuck with
Frank's.
Cholula?
No, I like Cholula. I really don't like
fuck
Cholula.
you.
I don't like Cholula. I'm a
What's wrong with
Tabasco guy.
Cholula?
Cholula rules.
I'm a Tabasco guy.
I like Tabasco too, but I think too vinegary. Whereas
Yeah. You can't put
Cholula-
too much on it. You can't put too much on it.
Cholula, you can just bathe in
Oh,
it.
fuck
There's a taste to it that it's just not my favorite, just like the ice here. But so I get this, and I
Somebody
always
put a
order.
pot pie next to the Cholula vat.
I always
Can't have
get the second to highest spice level, and that normally treats me where I want to be, which is like, oh, it hurts a little bit, but I like it. You know what I mean? Because if you go too far, you just ruined your meal. Something happened, even though I've always ordered the same exact thing. She literally did the order again, so it's not like she did anything wrong. The food gets here, and I started eating. I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Like it felt like on a scale of 1 to 5, it was like a 8. I was like, man. So it hit a point. I'm like, I can't even finish eating this. Like it sucks. It's kind of ruining it. Like I'm not even hungry anymore because it's like burning
Painful.
me from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
inside. Go about my life. Sleep. Next day, we go out. We grab lunch, and it was totally fine. But I'm still feeling a little bit like, oh, this isn't great.
Where's the dead squirrel in the story?
No, we left him at home. He's somewhere else.
We're
But
not gonna get a close up on that thread.
as we were driving, we drove pretty far to go to some new restaurant. A lot of details of the story that you don't need to know. But
I
I'm
like it
gonna
though.
tell
No,
you
I
guys.
like it's like we always want people to paint a picture when they write in. This is good.
Exactly.
This is good.
There's a new, not new, but there's an app called Belly, Beli, I think it is, where you get to like, anytime you go to a new restaurant, you describe what you got and like you rate it, and then you compare it to other restaurants you've been to, and it kind of just like gives you this list of every restaurant you've been to and like do you like it more or less than this other one? And you can then look at the list and be like,
Letterboxd?
Restaurants in
yeah,
review.
it's Letterboxd, but for restaurants.
Stealing them
And
all day.
Gia is now like a freaking hyper influencer or whatever the hell you call it. Like she's like in the top 2% of the Bay Area.
Did Roger just say they're stealing my idea?
Yeah, no, they're stealing my data. They're stealing my data.
Oh, I
They
thought you
wanna
said
know
my
everything I'm
idea.
eating.
I was like, what a novel concept, right? Like, saying what restaurants are good.
I had it all prototyped. This whole thing.
This is the game you've been working on.
But yeah, so she's super into this, but it's funny because like I see it. She didn't admit it for a while, but like she'd keep trying to push me to go to new restaurants. Like
I love
instead
that.
of just going to the normal places we go to, I'm like, why are you trying to make me go to a different city right now?
Yeah.
Instead of just freaking going, she's like, oh my god, my belly, and I'm like, stop saying that. Just stop it. Okay? She's
belly.
like,
Might have
just
a
like
loose
that,
stool.
dude.
A loose stool.
So we drive pretty damn
Robert
far.
Loggia.
We're out near the Tanfran, near where the BJ's,
Hell yeah.
the infamous BJ's we just did last week's KF podcast about.
Have we done a belly for BJ's?
She did. She
Yeah.
did. Everywhere she goes.
Can I find her belly profile? Is
I'm
that
sure
something?
you can. I'm
Not
sure
the
you
BJ
can.
on her belly.
No, Andy. This is his wife.
So we eat at this restaurant out there, some new Cajun spot. It was pretty good, and it was right next to where the Best Buy used to be. And I tell her, you guys know me, I love Best Buys, and I bring her. I was like, oh man, I wish the Best Buy was
Can
here.
I belly that?
There's no belly. No belly has respect for itself. Only food and drink establishments. But I'm like, man, I wish the Best Buy was still here. And I kind of just said it to push her buttons. You know what I mean? And she just goes, Tim, like every time we come here, you bring up this fucking Best Buy, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it for the rest of my life. I miss it. You know.
You have to.
And we just kind of go back and forth, just teasing each other and shit about me. And I'm like, hey, we gotta go. Is there anything you need from Best Buy? We should go.
Beautiful
Whatever.
relationship.
And so I had to like, I came up with the idea. I was like, on the drive home, without saying anything, I'm just gonna drive to the other Best Buy. I'm just gonna pull in the parking lot.
I love that.
She's gonna get upset, and then I'll be like,
Yeah,
I'm just
funny
fucking
little
with
thing,
you.
yeah.
I'm
Good bit.
just fucking with her,
Yeah.
right? And I know it's not the funniest thing, guys, but you know what? You got to find joy somehow.
Oh
of
yeah,
course.
yeah. Lance and I have so many of those bits. I have a dumb bit where every single time when we're in New York, in Long Island, there's a Garfield Street.
Yeah.
And I drive past it and I always stop in the middle of this intersection. I'm like, man, I'm so hungry. Like I could just really go for like something like some meaty or something. And she like gets all excited, even though we just ate. Like she's like, oh man, I'm so into it. And she realizes it's a Garfield
It's a
Street.
Garfield
It's
thing.
dumb. It's a dumb bit, but it works.
I love it. Though.
Yeah.
You need to find that stuff. So I was gonna do that and in my mind. I start doing the Greg Miller wheeze. You know what I mean? I'm just like, this is the funniest thing ever for me and me alone. What a great Sunday this is. And maybe 5 minutes into the drive towards this Best Buy, I get a rumbly in my tummy. And I was like, oh no, the Thai food is fighting back. And y'all, we have talked about this many times on the Kind of Funny podcast. I've never shit my pants.
Yep.
And all of a sudden the fear hits me where I'm like,
This is it.
I think I'm going to shit my pants, and I think we're gonna have a new KF podcast topic
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah. You're like, I'll stop a Gamescast to tell the world this story.
The fear just starts growing within me. The pain starts
bubble
growing
guts.
within me. And it hit a point where G called me out and was just like,
What is wrong with
are you okay? Like you're talking weird. And I was like, I gotta be honest with you.
I gotta be careful.
I think I'm gonna shit my pants. And she was like, excuse me.
How dare
And
you?
then I was like, I was gonna drive to the Best Buy. But I gotta go home.
I can't go with the
She's
bit.
just like,
I want you to
what
know
the fuck, Tim?
I was gonna do a joke on you. And I went too far.
Oh, but I fucking gotta go. And she's just like, what the fuck? She started getting upset
It's a
about it.
lot of information to like to take.
So we start driving, and I'm talking
Like
to her.
while exasperated, like the Best Buy.
Exactly. But it hit a point that I was like, hey, you can keep talking to me, but I can't talk to you anymore. Like, this is really, really bad. And I want everybody to know I made it. Everything was okay.
Oh, good.
Everything was okay. But it was the closest I've ever been. And I was convinced, I was like, this is going to end very, very poorly.
Yeah.
And
Tim
G-
looks up. He's like, Greg Flush.
at a certain point, she was like, Tim, I want you to know I would still love you, but like, it really would change things. Like, if you just sat here in this car and shot yourself.
Really?
Well, she was like, I would tell everybody. Like, and I was like, no,
Whoa.
that's fair. Like,
Yeah.
I deserve that. You know,
Wait, really? You think you deserve that?
No.
if I shit myself,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Now, would
No.
you have gotten home quicker without the Best Buy bit?
Yes.
And were you thinking about
Definitely.
alternate ways to get, like, were you just like, oh, I gotta go home, or like, hey, I'm stopping at a McDonald's and I'm blowing up their bathroom, or you
Roger,
like,
I'm telling you, it hit a point that I actually considered pulling on the side of the road and just shitting on the street.
Jesus.
And you know me, guys. That's not a Tim move.
No.
You got any towels in the trunk? Anything like that? Damn,
We had-
really?
we
So
had
you're
some-
investigating
We had a
bushes.
couple wet wipes for the dogs.
Oh, okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
no,
You
no,
can
no,
do that.
That's
You-
actually pretty
Jesus
prepared.
fucking Christ.
Oh no.
I've set up. I turned over all my information on my data. I'm like, I'm gonna hurry. Yeah, do whatever. I
Take it,
never
I'll
let
take
him.
my idea.
I never sync my contacts. We're like, it'll be my quickest way to Geo. Let's go.
Talking about belly?
Yeah, I'm belly now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this I find like Gia's rank on belly is number, and this I don't think is that it doesn't sound impressive. 1,510.
That's
I mean,
entire app.
top 2,000, sure, of the entire app, sure. How many people are on? Who knows? But the places she's checked into, the number she's been to, 763 restaurants she's checked in.
Is she doing backlog?
She
or-
wants
Oh,
to
yeah.
try
Okay, okay.
56.
Okay.
Her current streak is 10 weeks.
Yeah. So she takes it really seriously.
Oh no! Look at this.
Uh-oh.
She went to Ostay Bar in Old Oakland, gave it a 5.2 out of 10. That's
Whoa, point two.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Oh, my God. That was during the heat wave. That was before we saw Hans Zimmer. It was during the heat wave, and
Wait,
we
it's
went
like,
in.
like right before you saw him, or like you like stop your life like pre Hans Zimmer and then post Hans Zimmer. This was 10 years ago.
She would have
but-
given it an 8 had we already seen Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, exactly. It was like 3 hours before, and so we were there,
Okay.
and it was like the hottest fucking day of the year, and Oakland was even hotter.
Yeah, that's when I was in LA and I got back. No, I was in Texas and I got back and Barrett was like, dude, it was 104 yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh,
like-
yeah,
It was so
was
hot
rough.
in the house when I walked in at like 9 p.m.
Yeah. No, it was that day that you came home that it was in like the hundreds in our neighborhood.
Unbelievable.
It was fucking insane.
It was so hot that it burst all the draft beers, all of the ice
burst?
machines, all
What?
of things. Like it fucked shit up. So it's like they only had like room temp all drinks. So yeah,
That feels like an unfair rating.
Yeah.
Because
but
that's like
it
an
is.
extreme situation.
It is, but the way they handled it and like just the whole situation, it was like no.
This
Nah,
restaurant
nah.
would have been great, but a meteorite.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So-
here's my first problem with Gia.
Oh,
all
gosh.
right, I'll rank my grievances here. She has a top 10 in San Francisco. Oh, you know what? This is probably based on her.
Hold
her
on.
scores.
Just I want to clarify this. This isn't reviewing like for the place. Like her reviews aren't public. Like they're not meant to be like for other people to take this. It's her experience of like she didn't give it a 5.2. She compared it to other things of if she likes it more or less than, and then it gives the score. Does that make sense?
No.
What?
No, that's
It's like Tinder. It's like not Tinder. It's like
It's like Tim's.
Here, I'll start. I'll do it live.
It's like when Kevin
doing some shit.
when Kevin
Here we go,
was no
bitch.
longer on in review and Greg, look at me. Tim really fucked up the way we rank the movies in
I
review.
didn't.
Like
Well, everybody
Y'all
raise
are
your
so
hands.
wrong.
All right. Well, now there's 2 hands up, which means it's a 50-50 split,
It's
which means
majority.
it wins. Like, what are you talking
it's the same as it always worked. It's the
one's
majority
at 20,
of
one's
people.
at 18, one's at 6, one's at 2.
So
one-
it's the
one at
highest
2.
number that the majority of the people agree on.
This guy fucking
It's simple
sucks.
math.
I don't agree with
It's
it.
simple fucking
I
math.
don't agree with
It just when you go to a place, it'll bring it up. Like let's say we went to like the Taco Bell that's
Yeah.
right there. So that Taco Bell comes up, and it's like
that one
you're
sucks.
like cool. This Taco Bell or the Jack in the Box, and you have to choose which one you like better. And then it's like there's Taco Bell or the Wendy's, and you have to say which one you like better. The Taco Bell or the BJ's. You're
So
like,
this
I like
was said
BJ's
after
better.
I rank 10 things, it'll then have this score because I'll move them around. And do it. So
Gotcha.
I'm on the
Okay.
move. I'm on the move.
But can you go in individually and be like, hey, actually, I gave this one a 5.2, but I mean to give it like an 8? Or is it just, hey, it's just swipe based?
It's just swipe.
All it
based
is
as
is
far
like,
as
do
I
you
know.
like it? It was fine. I didn't like it.
Yeah. So she didn't give it a 5.2.
Okay,
just
it's like the algo gave it.
Oh,
to
and then it goes, which do you, here's the Tindery thing.
Yeah, that's
Which
what-
do you prefer? I liked, I said, I've ranked 2 things. Obviously, shout out, and Square Pie Guys. Which do you like? And I said, more.
Yeah.
I'm
Exactly.
gonna
But then
say
you're at
Square
the
Pie
point
Guys.
where it's like I can't rank, Endgame versus Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Because
Also,
for
yeah,
different reasons.
you're going up against like bars and then fancy restaurants, probably, right? So it's like that's
But so
inherently
that-
wrong.
well, yeah, exactly. But then when you do it enough, it then kind of
Figures it out.
figures it out, and it kind of like understands different categories.
It's like TikTok does that often with little overlays and like funny games where TikTok
little
will be
head
like,
thing.
yeah, like this person or that person.
This is like a game because then it's like now I'm doing my third one. It's like, well, do you like this or this? It's like
Yeah.
Eye Doctor. Do you like Wing Wings or do you like Square Pie Guys? Would you like Wing Wings? Or do
Wing
you
Wings
like
still around?
New owners. So, I mean, it's not
We
the
don't
same.
talk about it.
No. Well, you know what? It was really hard. Like when Christian sold it, then you go in there, it's just not the same place anymore. Wings are still good. But I like Square Pie Guy wings better.
Bigger.
Bigger.
Square Pie guys wings, love them.
Could
Love
deliver
them
well.
more. I wish they packed more of a punch.
What?
Tell you what,
You want
when I
more
went to-
heat?
When I went to Pluckers,
Let me tell you about this
my
guy. He
mouth's
loves
watering
hot
just
stuff.
thinking
This
about
guy
it.
I
loves
want
hot
fucking
stuff.
wings, and Greg keeps holding me back.
Dog,
I said let's order them today. It's review season.
I don't want to order wings.
Yeah, no, you don't want to order wings. Except I ordered wings several times when I was in Austin for my flight.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
or for the wedding. Because I was in San Marcos, Texas, 30 minutes south of Austin, and immediately looked up. I was like, oh my god, there's a Pluckers really close by. I'm gonna order it. I'm gonna go pick it up. I got Pluckers twice when I was in Austin.
Hell yeah.
And Tim, these fried pickles hit in such a way that I just could not even explain. Pluckers is still like the top tier best wing place I've ever eaten. My mouth's watering just thinking about it.
It looks so good. The only reason I know about Pluckers is because I manage the Kind of Funny account. I think you at one point followed Pluckers on the Kind of Funny account, so then I would just see it all the time on
God.
and I'd be like, "What the fuck is this? Like, where is this?" And I'd be like, "Oh, it's not here."
Spicy lemon pepper.
Looks so
dude.
good. Looks
It's
so
so
good.
freaking delicious.
So good.
Look at that fucking gross ass.
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
Look like
fresh
Shit,
apple
wow.
juice.
If I'm lying, I'm dying. While I'm ranking all these restaurants.
no, you look like a fucking what's her face from Secret Invasion.
Amelia Clark.
Put it on his head so it's like George Lopez in the flashbacks.
Yeah, I love that shit.
That's fire as
So
fuck.
I'm doing the ranking, right? Text message starts popping off. We have a babysitter with Ben today, right? So we can work, and he's getting to around. And it's a friend of the nanny. It's part of we know her very well.
Cool.
While he's not at school, I get a group text. First one, we're leaving now because they were at the museum. He is farting a lot. He didn't go potty. He ate a cheese pizza. So we'll see how this story develops, everybody. Just
like you.
Wow, that develops. I don't think I ever kicked to an ad in this
Yeah, we never
show, right? So everybody remember, of course, if you love this, whatever the hell this is, just the insanity that is Kind of Funny, we couldn't do it without you. Please consider picking up a Kind of Funny membership. Of course, $10 will get you good karma. For supporting an 11-person small business, you'd get the ability to watch us record the afternoon podcast like this, usually live as you record them. And of course, you'd get daily Greg Ways and ad-free viewing I already talked about, and good karma I already talked about. So anyways, here's a word from our sponsor.
This episode is brought to you by New World Eternum. New World Eternum is a thrilling action RPG experience for console and PC players with a vibrant world, vast and beautiful setting, dynamic real-time action combat, and the freedom for players to choose how to forge their destiny. Combat is skill-based and dynamic, incorporating swords, guns, and sorcery so that you can build one character to rule them all as you explore Eternum and unravel the mysteries of the supernatural island that you can't leave. You love playing RPGs alone? You can in New World Eternum, or play cooperatively with your friends as you complete quests, get better gear, and level up. Greg played this at Summer Game Fest on PlayStation 5 and was caught off guard by how much he enjoyed it and how many hours he said he could see himself sinking into the final product. There's boss fights, cool enemies, crossplay, resource gathering, and crafting. So yeah, this sounds like a Greg game. New World Eternum is available now on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
I'll tell you already, I'm getting too involved with the Belly app.
Yeah.
I do like it too much, but it does really, this is some Sophie choice kind of shit. Because now it's like, I put Epic Steak on there, and it's like, well, which do you prefer, Epic Steak or Hookfish? I'm like, God damn, these are two very different things, and it depends on the mood.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not just going to a steakhouse. Nick, hey, how you doing?
Good, how you guys doing?
Whoa.
I don't know if you noticed, the Gamescast became a Kind of Funny podcast at Tim's discretion. It just happened.
I didn't know we had that kind of power in this organization.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, we can just
That's
say,
pretty
go for
cool.
it.
I think it was kind of cool because like Tim did it, right? Like if
Yeah.
like Greg, I feel like
You
would
guys
totally
are, oh, Greg's doing his
yeah,
bits
but like
again.
Tim did it. I was like, oh wow, like damn, cool dad. Dad is just like being cool now.
I didn't want to talk about Greg's stupid topic. You know what I mean?
That was a very Mike move.
Yeah, it's a very Mike move. Hey Nick, what's going on?
You
It's
guys-
also Andy's
nice,
thoughts, by the way.
What's up with this Ghost Energy drink you're drinking right here? Sour
Pink lemonade. Pink lemonade.
Oh, does it go well with the pot pie?
No, probably not. You want to talk about pot pies, right? Don't you? You had a
Yeah,
lot on
that's,
pot
Yeah,
pies.
you have
if
a,
you
you have a
guys
Tide
want
Five.
I used to go to Marie Callender's a lot. Remember Marie Callender's the home of the pot
That's where the
pie.
Popeye came from. It's
Yeah.
Popeye.
So good. But you know they actually used to have Marie Callender's. You
Really?
can go in there and just order a pot
See,
pie.
I don't know what Marie Callender's was. I thought it was like Jenny Craig.
No, that's a weight loss.
Wow.
Oh, no, me too.
Yeah, yeah.
Me too.
No, it's just a brand
They
of
have they
food.
have restaurants.
I think Marie Callender is not healthy at all.
It's like a
No,
DiGiorno
it's like
having a
Coco's.
restaurant.
Like a Coco's
Oh.
or like an elevated Denny's.
I would love Nick to do crowd work. That's what it looks like he's gonna do.
Wrong Q in the chat says same.
You two together? You two together?
Oh man, I would. Are we playing some aliens after this?
Yeah, we're playing some Alien Isolation.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Mike's sick again.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah.
Mike said, I hit him up today. I was like, Mike, how you doing? How you feeling, buddy? He goes, Scarpino, I'm 50-50. I'm good. Which in Mike terms means I'm 90%
dying.
dying.
I'm dying.
Yeah. I was like, you stay home, homie. We're fine. We're good. We're good.
What's the executive order? I'm putting that on here.
Are we ordering lunch?
Fuck
What's
that
happening?
No, I'm just ranking things. There's a ranking app now that Gia loves it. I love it too.
That is disgusting, Tim. What are we doing?
What?
That's you guys.
He's
that
doing
iced
it.
coffee
This is a
expensive.
bit at this point.
But here's the thing: it's not a bit because
That's
I've
just
seen
straight
it
piss.
get to this point, and I always thought he was putting Red Bull in his drink. Like I thought that was just full on Red Bull. That's disgusting.
Roger.
It looks like apple juice. Yeah.
Do you know what he's doing?
Yeah, but he just filled up his coffee with water. That's what I do all the time. You got to get
No,
every
you
last
don't.
bit.
Do
this too?
You have to
Telling
get
you
every.
guys.
You gotta know your
We'll get mine
ally,
right now.
Tim. You have to know your ally. This is the man who microwaved Parmesan cheese.
That is true.
I'm an innovator.
Wait, they actually do sell chips like that.
Yeah,
now, so
I know.
he is kind of an
Andy.
innovator.
Now they have
Elevator.
them. They got them at Starbucks.
What?
They do.
Cheese chips. Cheese chips. Cheese chips. Cheese chips.
Andy, cheese chips.
Kevin's back.
Oh
We
man.
love you, Nick.
All right, bye.
Now I'm stretching out. I'm gonna go to Glen Ellen.
Order some wings today, for Christ's sake.
Yes, please.
No, we can't. Tim says they
Tim's
don't
all mad
deliver
about
well.
it.
There
Let's
it is.
go get
Baronies of
wings.
Glen Ellen. Toss that. I liked it.
Did
Okay.
Did you add a
Love
profile picture, Greg?
Yeah, I did. Me in the Ghostbusters car. I don't.
I don't fuck with this app. I don't like this idea.
Oh, I'm not here. They stole my idea. Now I'm mad.
Yeah, I'm mad. I just don't, like what is
Why?
what is the utility of it?
Because then you can remember places that you liked. or
I just
didn't
write it
like.
down.
Where?
Where are you gonna write
I
that?
don't
Your
know,
little
notes app.
dream
I'll be like, I
journal?
went to this place, liked it, thumb up, thumb down.
Yeah.
Why do I have to put it in an
Thumb up,
app and be
thumb
like, and just be like, I don't
Because
like.
it makes it. I mean, it's easy, and then they recommend places that if you like these places, you might like these places.
Okay, well,
and
I like
then-
that part of it.
And then it's like when you know I'm hanging out with my good friends Greg and Jen,
Hey, that's
and they're
us.
like, we just went to this restaurant. Y'all should try this restaurant. Then we put it on the want to go list. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
And then we go, and then she ranks it,
and then she
we-
ranks it, and then it's a circle.
It's a whole freaking thing.
It's a whole thing.
Greg, I don't know if I got your full thoughts on this Superman picture.
Oh, him and Krypto?
Yeah.
Awesome
I wanted
picture.
to call him Cosmo.
Me
That's
too.
fair enough. I think it's an awesome picture. I think it's really cool. I think it's a great continued tone setter for what James is trying to do with this Superman and the DCU. I do look at that and go, I mean, obviously, no one. James Gunn is a smarter person than me and a smarter filmmaker than me. But I do look at that and go like, wow, this is going to be the comic books it appears in a movie. Which have we ever, that's a big word, but have we ever seen that done well?
Yeah.
Because even the MCU is a version of the Marvel comics,
That
but it's
worked up
not
to that
it's not
place.
one-to-one. Right? Like they did things to make it feel more real and do these things. Like you're about to have a fucking Kryptonian dog. Right? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I've always loved the idea of Krypto. I think I have rarely, outside of Joey Esposito, what up, number one comic book writer, writing some Krypto stuff that I loved. But like, I think it's rare to see a thing where like Krypto makes a lot of sense, but in a comic book, you're like, whatever.
See, I grew up actually with the Krypto cartoon.
Yeah.
So
Hell
that
yeah.
that was like my touchstone. So I wonder if there is like a younger generation that does know Krypto and like not like loves him or anything, but it's like
They're
like
invested in
yeah, or
crypto.
like gets the idea, and also what was it, the animated movie or whatever they did. So like there's
League
enough
of Super
there.
Pets. No.
Yeah.
But I'm not. You're missing my point. I'm sorry. It's not that I'm like, who loves Krypto? Krypto's great. I love Krypto.
Yeah.
But it's more in a
How does this
live
dog fit
action
into this
world.
world?
How are you disconnecting the fact that there's a dog with superpowers that isn't just running amok?
Yeah.
Is he just at the Fortress of Solitude all the time? Like,
Do
is
you
he on
feel
the moon
like
all the time?
The more they lean into don't think about it too much, like the better it could be pulled
We're
off.
just going.
Yeah, probably. I mean, again, that's my whole shtick in what I've been saying from the jump of what it looks. If I was with all the pieces we know that are on the board of there's Guy Gardner, there's this, there's that. Like, it seems
Guy
like
Gardner.
It seems
Fucking
like you're.
DC's so
I still
cooked,
think
dude.
you're going to get a movie
So
that is whatever the main plot is, whatever the main thing he's doing, and then you're going to get basically a montage that Superman dropping in, saving the day with Guy Gardner, giving him the wink, doing the thing, throwing the bone on the moon, flying over here, typing an article. Like this montage to show that like this is how vast our universe is. This is what Superman does. He's established. Heroes are everywhere. It's not a big deal. And then we're into the main plot with Lex and whatever.
That's kind of what I want that first trailer to be. It to be like to focus on like, hey, this is how we're gonna set the tone for this entire universe so people understand it. Because I
Yeah.
think I'm just scared about that first trailer a little bit of like, are we going to set the tone of like, oh, you can understand this, or is it just going to be a lot of things and we're like, oh, I don't
Christmas.
know. I don't
That's the word.
Yeah.
know. Really?
Trailer on Christmas.
Oh, cool.
Fuck.
Yeah. I'm excited to do Superman in review because I've never seen any of them.
Yes.
Oh, that's not true. I saw Superman Returns.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we already did that. Though. I'm
Yeah,
talking
we're
about
not
the
doing
OG
this
stuff.
is we're not doing DCEU for this. We
No,
wanna bring that
I've
up.
never seen a Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, me neither.
We got to do the. I mean, I guess this does make sense. But by the time we do it, I'd imagine we could do Super/Man, the Chris Reeves documentary.
Oh, that'd be
Chris
cool.
Reeve documentary.
Yeah,
But I know ranking it, I guess, doesn't make sense. It used to be a fun episode though.
just
to
a
toss
fun
in
thing
there.
to watch.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch that for sure. I'm not gonna make it to the theater for it. They're doing a bunch of like limited run, like one night only kind of things. So it's like, whatever. But I'll eventually get to it.
Okay.
But yeah, I can't wait for this movie. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. And the Lanterns, we got the casting there.
Yep.
That's exciting. I mean, I'm excited for like an HBO, like DC. I mean, we already have that with the Penguin, but like I want to.
So good.
I love that, like that cross pollination. No, that's not the right word. Is it cross pollination?
Yeah.
Whatever. Just the brands. I like the HBO, and then we have the movies, and I love all that stuff, and I like that it's not Max thing.
Yeah,
Like
I can't
HBO.
wait. Obviously, I believe
The
in James Gunn.
synergy is
Synergy.
maybe,
Yeah,
maybe
there it
what
is.
you're looking
That's
for.
more of what I'm looking for.
Excited to see this universe, this symbol, everything else. See the toys for sure. Stoked for that. Get
How
that
many
whole bunch
of those
shit.
DC studio shirts again?
Were you already looking at my
No, I saw
during
you tweeting about
game?
it.
Oh yeah, okay. I put everything in the cart, and then I was like, wait a second. As I looked at the bill, and
I haven't seen these.
Yeah, James Gunn. I retweeted it, or did I just respond to it?
Yeah, I think you responded.
James Gunn tweeted today the new shop to DC link, and they've got some Creature Commando shit. Who the fuck cares? And then now just merch with the old new DC logo on it and stuff.
Oh,
and so I'm
cool.
like, I want that hat, I want that cup, I want that shirt. No crew neck sweatshirt, so I
want
won't
the-
be getting a hoodie one.
Creatures Commando shit?
I absolutely do not want.
No?
No.
Yeah, what a weird one.
Yeah.
I was kind of
bad call.
excited for it, and then I watched the trailer, and I'm like, this is just Suicide Squad again. And it's, like,
It's
I don't
not out
care.
yet?
Why are they starting with it,
No.
man? Why?
I
You
don't
gotta
know.
trust the vision.
I don't, though.
It's a weird one where it's like I'm not interested at all in that. And I mean, is it a show or a movie? I don't
It's a
remember.
show.
It's
So
an
it's like-
animated show.
I'll give it a shot because I want to know what's going on in that universe, but like I am not excited about that. I've been proven wrong by shows that I'm not excited for, but I wish it was. We are starting with Superman. Let's
That's it.
fucking
That's
go.
my only issue with it, because I think the trailer looked fine. It's James Gunn. I like his comedy. I trust in his vision overall. But like, if we're starting this whole new universe, like it needs to be clean.
Yep.
And it needs to be Superman.
It's been a little too muddy right now because
Yeah.
he's playing politics, right? He's
Oh,
doing
of
the thing
course.
where he's like, "Oh, I'm had my hand in all of these things technically," and then he's like, "Oh, no, not really. This is the actual
definitely
thing."
not the Joker.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
maybe this,
But then also,
yeah.
I did have a hand in the Joker. You know what I mean? Like he keeps on saying that stuff. So I mean, it's clearly Superman, but he can't really say that. But he says
Yeah.
it too.
I'm excited to see where it all goes.
I'm ranking
we
on
go.
I have the Belly app.
Are we friends yet? Did you follow me?
I did follow you. I also have to look for Peter Piper Pizza in South
Yeah, you
Cage
did.
Boulevard in Far Texas.
I went to Baroni's Glen Ellen. Yeah, I nailed it.
I would rank the Peter Piper in Far Texas over the Peter Piper in McAllen.
Now I'll
Texas,
tell you
for
right now,
sure.
this would be a great bit if your thing was just the Peter Pipers. You only ranked Peter Pipers.
Whataburgers as well. The one in the Houston
Do
airport.
that.
number one
If you're
ranked.
gonna do that, toss in Pluckers too, and then yeah, just keep it all there.
Okay.
I like this.
Well, it's too late because I already put Volcano Curry
Fair.
Number
and the
one
other
overall.
and the other one space I only ever eat at San Francisco Marufuku Ramen.
Okay, great.
What about the Walgreens? Can you add that?
No, CVS.
CVS, my bad.
Well, here's the thing. Well, the Safeway is the one that has reduced fat Cheez-Its. Nobody else has reduced fat Cheez-Its.
Why? Why
That's
do you
also
care?
the Safeway that has the Pop Tarts that I like, the banana bread Pop Tarts.
You know what? I was gonna knock on your door last night, Barrett, and
knock
go,
on my
"This is a
door."
weird request. Can I have a Pop Tart?"
Oh, you want to try them?
Do you have a Coke?
Because like, anybody got a Coke right here? Because here's the thing. I love banana stuff,
Yeah.
and I saw them on the kitchen counter. I was like, "Oof, that sounds pretty good." Anything that's banana flavored, I'm in for.
Nick looked at me yesterday because Nick is a fellow Pop Tart
Banana head?
connoisseur.
Oh, okay.
No, specifically the cinnamon brown sugar ones. I think is the
Of course,
ones
delicious.
he likes.
Yeah.
It,
And he looked at me. I'm eating the Pop Tart, and he's like, "Oh, you got a cinnamon one or whatever?" And I was like, "No, banana bread." He was like, "Oh, disgusting."
Ew, fuck you, Nick.
Yeah.
wait, is Nick a Pop Tart connoisseur, or does he just like other people's snacks?
No, that's exactly what it is, Roger. Like it's similar to Mike hanging out, where if it's somebody else's food, Nick wants it, and when Mike is hanging out with you, it's always, what else could I be doing instead of what I'm doing right now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like when we're just fucking playing Alien Isolation yesterday, and Nick goes, "I want some lemon meringue pie." I was like, Nick, why are you fucking eating one of the weirdest things on stream? First off,
He's playing the game.
you're playing the game. Who the fuck just asks for a slice of pie? Like, and I think I brought up like, oh yeah, give me some soup. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he calls for me to get it. And then I get it for him. And then after the stream ends, he runs over and gets another slice because he was complaining that my slice that I gave him was too small. Too small. And also, in between that, right before he got the lemon meringue pie, he walks over to my desk. He's just like, what's up? What are you eating right
up
there?
with these nuts?
What are these nuts? I'm
Because
like,
if it's somebody else's snack, it doesn't count.
yeah, exactly. And then I had
Guys, Nick is a social creature.
Yep.
All right, he wants to be in the mix. You got to let him mix it
I'm
up out
also
there.
so mad at him because I was messing with my monitor settings, and then suddenly stuff started changing. I was like, "What's going on?" And I looked, and his hands were underneath my monitor, also changing stuff because of how we're situated. Like I couldn't see him messing with the monitor button, and I was like, "Fucking Nick, goddammit." And I thought it was just like silly as hell, but then he activated a monitor crosshair that popped up on my screen, and I can't get it off. I can't. I go into this crosshair thing, and I'm like, well, that box is checked for the green crosshair to stay in the middle of my screen. What? I can't uncheck it. It's just there forever now. So I'm probably going to like factory reset this goddamn monitor because I'm so annoyed with
Dude,
him.
a couple days ago, Jason Schreier was in the office.
Hell yeah.
And on the drive to work, it was me and my brother. And my brother was like, oh, who's the guest today? And I was like, oh, it's Jason Schreier. He is a legitimate journalist. He takes this stuff way more seriously than any of us do. Like, he is a professional. And he goes, oh, man, do I need to act different? I was like, no, but just don't act dumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just be, it's all good. But you know my brother, he takes things very seriously. So he was like, all right.
Mike
I'm in
probably
the
heard
zone.
you tell this at Cool Greg because Mike was too scared to walk up to Jason Schreier.
didn't say hi.
The nicest guy.
I got
Jason.
nervous
Like,
that
what
night. I got
are we
nervous.
talking about here? But anyways, I was telling my brother, I was like, yeah, it's so funny because he's Jason Schreier, very serious. Like, he writes books, like real important books and all this stuff. And you know, it's mainly about video games, and we all are video game people here. And I was like, you know how like Nick is like the least video game person? You know how Nick is just like never fully understanding what's going on
course.
with everything.
Yeah.
And my brother's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, like, for as serious as Jason Schreier, the video game journalist, is, Nick calls him the Schrei guy,
I hate it.
which is just like, there's nothing funnier if you know Jason Schreier and you know Nick. That like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
And it's just so funny.
Because he doesn't know you that well anyway.
My brother's cracking up. He thinks it's so fucking funny, but he's also just like, all right, I get the assignment for work today.
Sure.
Just be cool, keep to myself, whatever. Not what I said to him, but that's how.
That's
my
what he
brother-
took. He's like, I'll be
That's
safe
how
and
my
not
brother
talk to anybody.
fucking heard it. So we get in, and like y'all are doing games daily out here. Nick walks in, and the first thing he looks up and sees Jason Schreier and Greg on the TV in the office area doing games daily, and he just goes, "Hey, should I just go in there and give the Schrei guy a dap?"
That's what I walked into. I wasn't sure what was
I was
happening.
running the show and I was so confused.
Because spoilers, he does.
My
Before
brother,
he even says that, though, he looks up and he's like, oh, unprompted. Try guy. It's Try Guy.
Yeah.
He's so excited.
so excited, and my brother starts cracking up because I think Greg thought that I was like exaggerating or
Yeah,
joking,
yeah.
but at the first, the Schrei guy. Then Nick comes in and does it to Jason Schreier, which I fucking love.
It was like when
Oh,
I was
man.
hosting and I saw Nick come in, and I'm like, I know he like in
What's he
passing
gonna
knows
do?
Jason, but
Yeah.
doesn't know Jason. And then I saw him like, oh, he's beelining for Jason. Nick Scarpino. Out of all the guests we've had on this show, Nick was like, I gotta say hi to
gotta
Jason
say hi to
Schreier,
I hate him.
noted
so
author.
much. Just really
The
don't like
Schrei
him.
guy.
Ladies, gentlemen, and NBs, that's another episode of the Kind of Funny podcast in
Good
the
episode.
books. Thank you for riding along with us as we had some fun here today. If you enjoyed the fun, pick up a Kind of Funny membership. Remember, with the membership, you can get all of our shows ad-free. You can get the ability to watch us live in the afternoon. You, of course, can get your daily dose of me, Gregway. 3 Gregway's popping today, so that's something to enjoy. Of course, usually it's the Gamescast. We talk about that every day. We're all about live talk shows. There's a million things going on, Games Daily, Gamescast, but most importantly for right now, another stream. That's right. Andy, Nick, and I imagine half a lemon meringue pie are going back into the stream room to play more Alien Isolation.
I'm really excited for it. I also, just so you know, on this Belly app, had to put in Via 313. Voted it over Square Pie Guys. You know what I would love for
That's
Square?
fair.
I would love for Square Pie Guys to do a limited pizza where they make a Via 313 pizza.
Sure.
Go
Well, we
steal,
could
steal their
talk to them
ingredients.
about that. Remember, we usually do the extra life pizza. We could talk to them about doing
Would
it.
love for them
because you
just
want
to,
the sauce on top.
I wanted
right?
them to steal their sauce. Yeah.
Oh, so you're okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyways, more shows. If you're on Twitch, don't go anywhere. If you're on YouTube or listening on a podcast service, head over to youtube.com/kindoffunnygames. No matter where you get the show, like, subscribe, share, rate, tell your friends, and until next time, have a marvelous day.